Okay, so personal log, stardate 94758.68. Hi Des, for one I'm holding the camera instead of having it on a surface or a tripod. I need to get another tripod. Sadly I did not do the Red X today, or 3 days ago when it happened. It turns out I did not know exactly what day it was, sadly. And it slipped my mind because of work and also a lot of stuff that's been going on, like with the car and... Anyways, so, no, I did not do it, sadly. I wish I did, but, it's one of those things where I'll still try to do it a few times throughout the year. Alright, so, you mentioned the LEGO Avengers on the last video, and I know that's really a different topic altogether than Red X, but I still wanted to show you these guys. And, of course, I tried making it so that they look like they're fighting. So anyways, we have, as you were wanting, LEGO Captain America. We also have Winter Soldier and Scarlet Witch. And Ant-Man. So, next part we have is on Iron Man's side. We have War Machine, Iron Man, and Black Widow. And yes, in the background, that's Rey from Star Wars and BB-8. But, again, they're not with the Avengers, so not quite what we were looking for. Alright, so decorations, real quick. I'm in my living room, so I can show you this stuff. And it's totally not a ploy to avoid my bedroom right now, because my bedroom may or may not be dirty. So, got the Ash Ketchum hat. I have Link, still inside the box. Kind of wanting to keep him there. I think you did say that he was a display, but I still like the idea of Link being in the, protected. And I could be mistaken, but I think this was Tokugawa Ieyasu from the Shingoku Jidai. I could be mistaken. If anyone who knows Japanese history more than I do, please speak up, because I don't know what I'm talking about 90% of the time. And I got the wall ornaments. So up here we have the companion cube from Portal. All hearts. We have the first Link I had. This was a Link that Lauren Dodson made for me. And I've kept him, 7 years almost? Have Link, the amiibo, Link the action figure, Link the figure. Up here I have a picture that I drew for Dad back when I was a little kid. I also have Tiny, Spotty, and Turtley, all of whom you know, and anyone who watches this video is going to be like, what on earth is he showing us this stuff for? But anyways, as you already know, those are the guys I've had since I was a kid. Really little kid. Again, I have the Pokemon poster for the 20th anniversary. Let's see here. Down here, I have Gardevoir, if the thing will focus. Come on, yeah, focusing. Anyways, Gardevoir down there, along with the game systems. Up here I have 2 board games, I believe. I have Risk for Halo and Monopoly for Legend of Zelda. I have the Xbox, the Wii, the Wii U, the Xbox 360. Also, I have Master Chief and Locke. And I need to probably turn on another light. Yeah, helps a little bit. So, anywho, that's basically the living room right now. Again, sorry I didn't do the Red X. I was wanting to earlier in the year, and then when the time came, it slipped my mind. So, anywho, let's see here. Yeah, cosplay. I've come up with an idea that I'm probably going to end up pulling off, maybe, and we'll see how that works. I'm going to try to get a 3D printer in the near future, probably going to spend part of my first paycheck on it. And if I get the 3D printer in, I can start trying to print off parts. So an example is, you're talking about your re-equipping. I can make latches for you out of like metal or plastic, or I can 3D print them and just get it done. The nice thing about 3D printing is you can make a part that fits into another part, and not have to worry about snapping that part in. So, let's see. A good example is a latch. You know, latching for like your armor. If we put an armor piece onto you and we latched it up at the shoulder, you could just basically flip a switch on your shoulder and it would just come off. Cool things I've done after work. Mostly been going home playing video games. About a week ago, basically the last time I was recording, I had a problem with my computer Dreadnought, the big one, Titan being my small one, and yes, I have Titan in here, and yes, I have the Star Trek website for converting star dates and regular dates. But anyways, yeah, so Dreadnought was having issues, so I had to do a reboot. And before I did a reboot for the actual software and the firmware, I deleted a previous account on there that I created. Problem is I didn't save the app data, so a lot of the stuff from Dark Souls was gone. The Daz Studios, anything I did in that had settings was gone. But hey, it's fine. It's one of those where I can just adjust, work it out, and it'll be okay. Dark Souls, I've been trying to catch up to where I was. The previous save I had was from Titan, and that was before I even beat the final boss before you get to the final boss. I know that sounds so weird, but that's the truth. Hadn't made it that far. So, anyways, yeah, it's been a good week, been a good few days. I'm working with a lot of really nice guys, and that's what helps out a lot. But answering the question earlier, I'm not really doing a whole lot after work. Come home, take a nap, possibly, play on the computer for a few hours, go to bed. Another thing I'm working on getting into the habit of doing is going to Planet Fitness to work out a little bit, because not working out is not a good thing. So, anyways, questions for you. I got nothing right now. So, anyways. Yeah, actually I do. What would you suggest going up on this wall? Things I might put on here would be like poster-ish things. I'm not too big into posters. I do know that one thing that's going to go on there is the timeline for the Bible, I should say. It's a Bible timeline I bought whenever Mom and I went to the Creation Museum. So, yeah. Another thing is, if I did get a 3D printer, what would be a good place to put it? And if you could have anything printed off, what would you be wanting me to print you off for? Want me to print off for you? That made a lot more sense. So, alright, well, I'm dragging this video on, so I love you, and we'll see you later.